settling into the senses, the moment by moment unfolding of experiences in this body. Body sensations, emotions, thoughts, sounds, smells, tastes, etc. Letting all of these be known and met. Noticing how the interplay of all of these different aspects of our being is happening, this continual movement, waxing and waning of experiences. And that each of these experiences are in some way interrelated. Perhaps a sound leads to a thought, a body sensation arises, or body sensation arises and a thought appears. Just to not to have to particularly get hooked in that, but just to recognize it's happening. And it's the way of experience. One way of working with all of this is to come back to an anchor, perhaps the breath and the belly, and tune into this. Of course, the breath too is a moving, changing experience. But just like we can plant our feet on the ground and feel a sense of solidity, even though the earth is hurtling around the sun at however many thousand miles an hour. So we can perhaps experience a quality of steadiness as we drop into the moving breath with our attention. And yet all around, experience continues to change. And we're invited just to observe and to allow whatever sensory experiences, whatever concepts are arising just now, to be known and held in receptive, spacious awareness, not grasped, but held in the sense of allowed to be and noticed. into wholeness. Importantly, not trying to achieve relaxation or wholeness, but rather trusting that in its own time, it can arise when we let be, but our own conditions will be unique. So there's no time scale for this. And it may not be today. It may not be, well, we don't need to go beyond now. Whatever's here, perhaps we can just hold this with gentleness and inclusivity. Who knows what inner work is happening right now that might lead at some point to us experiencing this wholeness at another moment. That moment's not our concern. Our work is now. And so not needing a result now, but trusting that what we give to now will inevitably influence what comes, because that's the way it works. Continuing to invest our attention in the present moment and to allow what arises. When we notice we are caught up in language, that's okay. It's also what we've been trained in and is needed sometimes. But for now, we're cultivating relatedness, cultivating the experiential connection of relatedness by dropping down into the body. Opening to the world that presents, moment by moment, inevitably in change. Just letting the music of the moment arise and different notes, different chords, sometimes in harmony, sometimes discordant, but including it all. letting it be. And so awareness is wholeness, because everything's included in it. Including conceptual mind and all of its tendencies to separate. If it's known and recognized, it need not be problematic. So resting here now with your own heart and all of these other beating hearts together as we practice. Bodies, brains, we're all in relationship here. We're all helping each other become who we will be by being together now. Perhaps noticing how it feels to be meditating together in this group right now, opening to a sense of connectedness and mutual support, mutual care and respect for each other's differences and also our common humanity. We might want to acknowledge that all human beings, perhaps all living beings, want to feel good, to be at peace. So actually this intention is shared beyond this group with the whole world, all of nature, of which we are a part, but not a separated part. A node, if you like, we're all kind of nodes in the network of being connected with all the other nodes. So just letting this be, experiencing the sense of connectedness and perhaps wishing well to all of our nearby nodes and faraway nodes in this web of being. Extending beyond what we can see with our eyes. And felt if we listened in our hearts, as long as we're not listening too hard.